Oh putain!
Welcome to No Enemies Here, the show where you have a back scratcher and you get so lazy that you even scratch your nose with it like this. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Happy New Year, people. Congratulations to Fred Serval for being the Grognard for 2023. That means he won in 2022 and he's got a whole year to be Grognard, and that was voted by you, the people. It's the people. The people. Jack Rady got, I hope I'm saying his name right, got quite a few votes. Clark Commando, what's his name? Ruggiero, is a Mike Ruggiero, for God's sakes, I forget his name. He got some. Artie again was nailed. Rough Swordsman Wargamer was mentioned a couple of times. ID Jester, Hex to Hex, even what's that guy? Wise Guy, Board Game, Wise Guy, War Game. God, I forget. I'm sure it's got to be the beer, eh? Look, it's light beer, it's 4%, and it's 2 grams of carbs, because I'm doing the keto thing now. So you're gonna see all this fat go away. That's the way it is. I feel better when I'm keto. What can I tell you? Uwe Eichert gave me a call of Academy Games, gave me a call today. And he wished me not a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year and all that, and he wishes everybody a Happy New Year too. Maybe he will be on the Everything You Wanted to Know About War Games, but we're afraid to ask this coming Tuesday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. He'll talk about what's going on with Academy Games. He's always a hoot. And also, I'm going to ask him questions about his teaching in the psychology of combat. So I might be mistaken, but he does some stuff like that. Also, the CSRs were, personally, it's fantastic that they were on. Fantastic. And I was happy to be part of the fantasticalism of it by doing the video. I enjoy doing the video. Trust me, the pay is non-existent. So if I didn't enjoy doing it, I wouldn't do it. And I think it's a great cause, and it's thanks to people like STUKAJOE and ID Jester and Mo and all the people in the wargaming world that I know of. KilRoy, I'm gonna be forgetting a hell of a lot of names, but it's people like that who keep me going. It's a lot of fun. Carl Kreider, you know, 6 actual U-boat 658, U-boater 658, Juste Garde, Roger B. McGowan, and for God's sakes, GMT, Lock and Load, the HOLLANDSPIELE, the Worthington. It's all in fun. All of that is in fun. The Mark Hermans, the Herman Latmans, the Volko Runkes, the Gene Billingsley that I'm still gonna hound, the Rachel Billingsley, the Janice Walkers, the Mark Walkers. Who am I forgetting here? A hell of a lot of people. The Vianellos and the Emanuele Sant'Andrea from Italy, Riccardo, Fred, Jan, Gregory M. Smith, I'm looking at the games, Dan Verson, Steve Jackson, David Heath, you know, Sean Drulinger, original Grognard, Devin Heinel. Everybody has an input in my wanting to do this, and I'm really happy for that. And I actually thank you very much for all these people. It's just it couldn't be better to do this, because you know the amount of work that it takes to do that. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Do a show every week, do the CSRs, go with Hardy and all that. Look, I mean, everybody knows, and I'm not just talking for myself, talking to Artie and Mo doing all that stuff, and the CSR winners twice in a row, the Players Aid doing all their videos, War Game Boot Camp, Carl and Tim. A lot of people are putting in a lot of their time for Squatski, and there's gotta be some love in Squatski. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just me, but everybody else, everybody. And you know, what can I tell you? It's a lot of fun, because if it wasn't fun, fanculo. Other than that, we have, I don't know, who do we have in the house? Do we have Ricardo in the house today? Let me see here. We got Meandering Mike. We got Ricardo in the house today. Yeah. Love Ricardo. He had to scale back on his involvement in No Enemies Here, because, what can I say, man? The man is a man of the Senate. He's a man of the Senate. Trust me. Also, we got Seek Out and Play is here today. Meandering Mike. Watch your mic level. Watch your mic level. That's all. It's a little bit high in gain, so it distorts sometimes, okay? No big whoop, I'm just saying. Well, I'm in a good mood. I have 4 days off. I'm probably gonna be doing a in my Fokker Circus a segment, and probably we're gonna be talking about how to pack your pipe. And you're probably saying, oh Jesus, I know Stigler's probably just like, well, forget it, man. How to pack your pipe with different tobacco cuts and different pipe sizes. Hey, it's important. You want to enjoy yourself? You know, when you open up a bottle of wine, you don't just put it in a glass like that, though Italians do. You know, you put it in a glass which gives the wine, what am I trying to say here? It enhances the quality and the experience of the wine. Same thing with tobacco. And tobacco, when I say pipe tobacco, and I'm not cigarettes. Cigarettes, no, excuse me. And cigars, yeah, sure, I like cigars, but pipe tobacco is where it's at for me. I think it's a much more refined, much more gastronomical experience. And it's like I just bought some scotch. I bought a 10-year-old Lafroig because I couldn't afford much more, and it wasn't sherry. It was their standard Lafroig, 10-year-old Lafroig, and we had some blue cheese with that. And let me tell you, I paired it with a nice Kentucky tobacco from Cornell and Deal called Exhausted Rooster. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, enough of this tobacco talk, because I know Stigler's getting pissed. Happy New Year. It's great. Be nice. Tomorrow I'm actually celebrating Christmas past, because we didn't have Christmas. We had a blackout, and we seem to be having a lot of blackouts in terms of power here. So I'm going to invest in a generator. That's right, a generator. So please support this channel because I'm getting this generator and I'm gonna hook it up through my my box there, what you call it there, that box there, the electricity box, and I'm gonna have my internet and my computers hooked up to that with the generator powering it, so that I can do my show. I don't like missing a show. I don't. I get support from the people, and I want to give the people what they donate to this channel for. You understand? I want to have a show every Friday night, Saturday mornings, all the time. Why? Because first of all, I love it. Second of all, I have people who like the show supporting me, so therefore it's a job, but it's a job I love, so then it's not a job. You know what I'm saying? Find a job that you love and it's not a job. Well, this is it, man. If I could be doing stuff like this all the time, trust me, I would excel at that. Why? Because I love it, period. Other than that, Jess of Noble Knight might be on in 2 weeks at Everything You Want to Know About War Games But We're Afraid to Ask. It's always great to have her on. And I'll stop rambling, and all I'll say is have a great show, be nice. Congratulations, Fred of Omolidens, for being No Enemies Here Grognard of the year of 2022. Enjoy your 2023 Grognard of the Year title.
Oh putain!
Hello, this is Riccardo Masini, and this time the greatest day in history and games is January 3rd, 1777, the day of one of the greatest victories of the American War of Independence, obtained in one of its smallest battles, the Battle of Princeton. Washington's campaign in New Jersey in the winter of 1777 is universally known as one of the general's masterpieces, combining clever maneuvering with an incredibly daring attitude. But it was no triumphant march at all. To start, the original position held by Washington was quite precarious, since after having been chased away from New York, the American commander was confined with his men on the far bank of the Delaware River, cut off from supplies and facing the harsh winter. We all know Washington's answer: a complex but very effective crossing of the Delaware River in several different columns that had to simultaneously converge on the town on Trenton on Christmas Day 1777, held by the main force of the Hessian mercenaries fighting for Britain. The Hessians were caught by surprise and thoroughly defeated. But now, what next? British General Cornwallis, initially unprepared for such a move, had recovered quickly and had left the main position of Princeton with 8,000 regular troops. To face him, Washington had just 6,000 soldiers of mixed value, most of which were also at the end of the 1776 enlistment period. He convinced most of them to stay for another 6 months, but even with that he could not hope to defeat Cornwallis in an open battle. There was one possibility though: a rapid flanking move towards Princeton itself, now defended by just 1,000 or so British troops under Lieutenant Colonel Mohud. So, after a brief and conclusive clash near the Assunpink Creek, Washington left a few hundred men behind with a couple of cannons to keep the fires of its encampment lit and trick the British main force, while he and the bulk of the Revolutionary Army marched unnoticed towards the British base. This march was harsh and difficult, but once again arriving at Princeton behind schedule, but arriving there nonetheless with a vanguard led by Colonel Mercer. Mohud reacted quickly though, and managed to effectively counterattack Mercer, exploiting his temporary numerical superiority and the superior training of his light troops. Mercer himself, refusing to surrender, was bayoneted to death by just a few moments before the arrival of the American reinforcements. Those reinforcements were made of the militia led by Colonel Cadwallader, and when they were subjected to British fire too, the irregular formation was unable to form a cohesive defensive line. In a few minutes, the militia itself was caught by panic and fled. That was when Washington arrived on the scene. He immediately rallied most of the militia and pushed them forward, giving time to the more reliable Continental Army regiments to form up. In a dramatic moment, his figure was engulfed by the smoke of the respective volleys, and many subordinates thought he had been hit in the crossfire. But Washington emerged unscathed from the smoke, urging more troops toward the battlefield. Progressively, the British began to feel the pressure of the enemy numbers. The American riflemen operated in unison with the artillery, causing havoc among the redcoats. Mahood was then forced to order a fighting retreat that degenerated into a rout into the town of Princeton itself. With their victory, the Americans captured a large quantity of supplies and ammunition in Princeton. Coming back to the town, Cornwallis then recognized that he had no choice but withdraw to New Brunswick to protect his main depot, containing, among else, the base for his army and all the other supplies, while the Americans occupied a more defensive position of Morristown. In a few weeks, the British commander abandoned most of his posts in New Jersey. Through his leadership and personal charisma, Washington had obtained a victory possibly even greater than Trenton, and had given new confidence to his army. The game I have chosen to portray this very peculiar campaign is The Day Is Ours, by John Heim, published by Local Load. The system, while simple and essential, is very good at depicting the peculiar dynamics of battles fought by such limited and not always professionally trained armies. Your units will be powerful but brittle. Cooperation between light troops and the little available artillery, together with your infantry, is necessary, but coordinating them all together is no easy task. Also, defensive works and the judicial use of march formations will be crucial, as well as navigating into the difficult American winter countryside. The game includes an historical scenario for Princeton and two very interesting hypothetical engagements, involving also Cornwallis forces that will make Washington's life much harder. Oh, and speaking of Washington, as it happened historically, your leaders will be paramount in keeping the men in line. But beware, if you receive too many losses, your morale will collapse, and your army will follow it shortly. So, that's it for this time. See you on the next battlefields. Ciao!
On War Stories, we have America's secret weapon in the war against Japan. Secrets of War on War Stories. Indy Nidell's World War II channel has 3 videos this week. Canadians take Little Stalingrad. Look at that. I mean, there's a maple leaf, but it ain't a maple leaf. It looks like a weed leaf. Blasphemy. Anyways, 1943 in Nuremberg in numbers. It's a World War II documentary special on Indy Nidell's channel, which is not really Indy Nidell's channel, it's everybody's channel, but Indy Nidell is the anchor person. Also, will Stalin liberate or occupy Poland? Who knows what the asshole is gonna do? We did. On Simple History, impossible prison escapes, plus a second video called The B-21, America's Ultimate World War III Deterrent. I watched it Each plane is $700 million, which is cheaper in terms of inflation compared to the B-2. What can I tell you? You figure it out. The Grognard of the year, Fred Serval, my favorite Frenchie of the channel Homoludens, has a upcoming video, or I should say show, called Fire and Stone, Siege of Vienna 1683. Teach and play with Robert Daleski. Now, I interviewed Fred Serval, and it's on the channel. I got interested in the Commune of Paris, and I watched a little bit more, and it's fascinating. Fascinating, I should say. I will say, fascinating. The vampire that is Mark Felton of Mark Felton Production has 3 videos this week. The Hitler captured at Stalingrad. That was his nephew or something like that. Also, Parade of the Vanquished, 57,000 Germans prisoners in Moscow, 1944. 57,000. That's nothing compared to what the Germans had prisoners, had Russian prisoners. Also, World War II bomb found at nuclear power station. I gotta watch that. I haven't seen it. Sounds interesting. Artie of ARDWULF'S Lair has 3 videos out. One I've already spoken about, everything you wanted to know about war games and were afraid to ask, with Dan Picaldi. We were talking about the CSRs, blah blah blah. Then we did something on my channel, which is not here, but anyways. Then there's Counter Clipping number 105, the best of Avalon Hill Part 2, which is interesting. I love Avalon Hill. I don't know, I love Avalon Hill. Also, Counter Clipping number 106 with Mark Ruggiero, fundraiser show and war game sale. Okay, this reminds me, I already was supposed to send something, but it doesn't matter, I just remembered it. Mark Ruggiero is ill, and so is his wife, and they're having, they're selling their games to offset the cost of hospital care, medical bills in the States. I think there's a GoFundMe page. I might be mistaken, but check out Mark Ruggiero. If the community can help out Mark with his expenses, I'm sure he would appreciate it very, very much. And there's some games you can buy. Marcus has a lot of games, and he's selling off a lot of games. So that's what's happening on ARDWULF'S Lair. Legendary Tactics, 2 videos out. My favorite board games in 2022, Space Empires 4X. My favorite board game, not games, game, Space Empire 4X, which I will play again with my son-in-law. And my favorite board game in 2022, Cascadia. What's going on? He's got 2 different videos of 2 different my favorites. Makaman 2. What can I say? It's confusing to me. Imagine how it is. I mean, it's confusing to you. Imagine how it is to me. World War II Solitaire board game channel has 8 videos. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are on a playthrough of Patton's Best. That is episode 38 through 41. Also, he plays Winged Boot. An unboxing, not he plays, it's an unboxing. Plus, he's got 3 videos on the B-17 Queen of the Skies solitaire game, which creates a great narrative. Yes, it's chart-filled. Regardless, there's a story that's gonna happen. Fun game. On Glimpse into the Past, I think I featured this for the first time today, and it's a channel which features videos of the past, and a lot of them concerning the World War II. And we have here the Asnemarne operation. This is World War I footage, believe it or not, and then it's colorized. Also, the Queen's Christmas broadcast in 1957, which has nothing to do with World War II, and the V-1 flying bomb footage from 1945, colorized on Glimpse into the Past. Dave of Centurion's Review has 3 videos out this week. Wargame Chat number 64, magazine game topics we'd like to see. He's there with Len. Also, Strategy and Tactics number 306, Agricola Review, and Like Lions They Fought, First Look. This is from the Command magazine on Centurion's Review. The one and only, the great STUKAJOE has 1 video this week. Assault on Gallipoli, the Anzac Landing, turn number 1. This is happening on STUKAJOE's channel, which he has 8,650 plus subscribers. Congratulations, Joe. The CSR winners for a second time in a row, the Players Aid, the gentlemen of the Players Aid, have 4 videos this week. They are unboxing Saladin from Shackles. Also, initial impressions of Free at Last from the Dietz Foundation. And 2022, an on-time, finally, retrospective. I guess they're gonna talk about their year in review, and the red Bamoose from Hit 'Em With a Shoe. What the hey? I don't know. I gotta watch that. All this on the Players Aid. Respect. The Grognard, that is, Jim Ozarski, has 2 videos out this week. LAIR Part 3 for Valor and Fortitude, and Crossfire Challenge. OJ versus Andrew. God, OJ? Seriously? ID Jester, 8 videos this week. 2 of them are on viticulture. And he talks about the ABPA Toronto Blue Jays game versus Cleveland Indians. He's really into the Stratomatic stuff. I don't know if it's Stratomatic, but whatever. Also, Dune Imperium solo playthrough as Earl Memnon Thorvide versus Glossuraban. And ... And he has 2 videos on Cascadia, which is a quick solo game with random animal cards. Bo of Mo's Game Table has 1 video out, and it's Skyhawk Missing Component Update and Legion Customer Service. I am gonna watch that. It's at 1 minute and 47 seconds. I am curious. Relax, man. I got 4 days off. I'm gonna relax. Trust me, I will. And watch a creature feature. Watch The Day of the Triffids. I watched it. I even bought it on DVD. It's fun. You know what I mean? It's corny. It's cheesy. What more do you want? Corn and cheese. Makes a great grit. Grits, I should say. On Cataclysm Now, 1 video. And the video is Squadron loses mount. Sorry. Squadron's losses mount, for God's sake, on Skies Above Britain, a game by Jeremy M. White and published by GMT.
Black Jay.
Nanguaya. Christopher Prest. He's trying to hide. I don't know what it is. My paisan from the south in Ontario has, excuse me, 16 videos. Us Canadians, we work. A lot of them on our Der Weltkrieg, and he shows you his dice collection, plus his gaming apron, and Nanguaya. I guess he talks about Nanguaya. Why? And then he talks about something called Free on Nanguaya this week. Excuse me. The History Hustle has 2 videos out this week. The bombing of Hamburg, 1943, most deadly Allied bombing in Germany, plus how was 2022 and what will 2023 be like? Great channel, 134,000 subscribers. On the Gamer Closet, 1 video, a quick fireside chat about an interesting game. And it's Mad Dogs with Guns, cowboy game. I gotta get that game from Worthington. Cowboys, it's just cool. For our Spanish viewers, Julius Fairfax has 1 video this week called Brave Little Belgium, and the print and play version of it. This is a game by David Shaw and Ryan Heilman, published by HOLLANDSPIELE. Hey. Mike Lambo's Solitaire book game. Another video, and he says Lone Sherman, talking about his most recent game. Are you playing it correctly? Why is he asking us if we're playing it correctly? Has he had feedback and seen videos and people messing up the rules? This shouldn't be a difficult game. But I don't know. I haven't played it yet, but I will. Like Lambo. On the Tabletop's Edge 1 video, it's combined World in Flames and Days of Decision. That's the DoD 3 campaign playthrough number 10, September to October 1937. The war hasn't even started yet on the Tabletop's Edge. Hexes and Soldiers has a new trailer. He says newer trailer. Check it out. Combat Board Games has 1 video out, an unboxing of Days of what? I forget. The Days of Wonder, I think it is, the company. A Richard Borg game called Memoir 44. I don't know if you heard of it. Yes, 20 years late to the party, he says. So sue me. Combat Board Games. Look, sue him. The Blue Tweezers, 1 video out. Reoriented GMT's I'm screwing up here. GMT's Fields of Fire Bulge Campaign Expansion Scenario number 1 live stream. God, Ben Hull's a good guy. Like Ben Hull. Love Ben Hull, as a matter of fact. ASL Scenario Archive 1 video. TTT9. Can someone tell me what TTT means? Guns versus Infantry. TTT. You got me. The Nerd Workshop has 2 videos this week. It's Fleet Commander Nimitz, a DVG game, a quick look inside the box. This is a huge game. Huge. Plus, RBM Studios, Roger B. McGowan, Battle for Kursk. This is a... gotta forget his name, but that guy. It's a first look. Trevor Bender. And Charles Latorra has 4 videos out this week and is Dice, 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 Roll Them Bones! Happy New Year, he says. And thank you, Kev, my first Clash of Arms game, Amateurs to Arms, War of 1812, plus the Battle of Prague, 1757. First game of the new year is all set up, plus chorizo, eggs, rice, sourdough bread, coffee, and banana. What a wicked breakfast. I would not do the bread now. I would not do the banana now. And the rice because I'm doing keto now. You know what I'm saying? Charles, take it easy. Gamer Hudson, 4 videos out. 3 of them are on the Operational Combat System Blitzkrieg Legend Arras 6.6 Allies Move Part A, B, and the other one is Allied Fighter Sweep with notes. Plus, Blitzkrieg Legend Interlude Fighter Sweep Correction. No problem. People make mistakes. On U.S. alert news, the United States Air Force tests fastest Mach 5 hypersonic military troop transport aircraft. It's the future, ladies and gentlemen. The future. On Tanks Zone, best new and upcoming board games of 2023. And I'm assuming with a channel called Tank Zone, there's going to be a couple war games in it. Hex encountered 3 videos this week, and he was nominated in the No Enemies Here Grognard of 2022. And he takes a first look at Football Coach College Dynasty, also NATO Air Commander by HOLLANDSPIELE, and by, I know the guy, I know him, Brad Smith, for God's sakes, I have it here. And it's by Brad Smith. I'm right. I'm dropping everything on elbows. Oh well, I've dropped it and I don't see it. There it is. All right, live stuff that happens, and he continues a playthrough of NATO Air Commander by Brad Smith, who resides in Japan presently. Storm of Steel Wargaming, 2 videos out, a Bench Report Hobby Update Christmas Haul Special, plus Square Bashing Rules Review. Square Bashing? On Storms of Steel. Don't bash. Ticanis George Hiotis, Advanced Squad Leader with George, Year-End Review. All he does is ASL. That's it. George, ASL. What an animal. The Dusted Game Shelf has 2 videos out. The first one is Star Trek Ascendancy Unboxing Bundle. Sounds like a lot of fun. And Starfire, The Burning Memoirs, or Memories of Past Battles. God. Wow, that's fun. That's fun when you got memories of games. I think that's just great. Pushing Cardboard, 2 videos out. One we've seen last week, Desert Fox Deluxe unboxing, plus Norway 1940 unboxing. I've seen this game, and it is not by HOLLANDSPIELE. That's what I can tell you. U-Boater 658 has 8 videos out, and 5 of them are on the Battle of the Ardennes, turns 3 through 5. Also, Traveler OGL, Cepheus Deluxe Enhanced Review. Also unboxing LPS's Beyond Waterloo 2nd Edition. LPS, yeah, that company. Zilla Blitz, 4 videos out. On the Beach, SGS. So it is a, I don't know, but it's SGS. In SGS Okinawa, World War II US Japan. This is a PC game. Plus, Snowy Texas American Truck Simulator. What's with this truck simulator? It's gotta be fun. Seriously. Also, Song for War, Mediterranean Theater Review, War Game, Historical Game. And goes back to Okinawa, SGS, World War II, US with Japan. The first one was On the Beach, this one is Inland. And again, this is episode 2 concerning a PC game on Zilla Blitz this week. Juste one video out this week. Favorite games of 2022. I'm gonna have to do one, but not on games, on pipe tobacco. I'm more versed on pipe tobacco. Dave's Gaming Cave, 2 videos out concerning Skies Above Britain chapters 2, and it's the Patrol chapter number 3 and 4, if I said that correctly. All that on Dave's Gaming Cave. 6 Actual has 1 video out, and it's the Japanese bombers attack of Air Combat 101, the Cactus Air Force on 6 Actual. Diagonal Move, 1 video out. 1 video. It's after Christmas. Take it easy, people. You know, relax. Take it easy. Not everybody's like dad versus son. You know what I'm saying? Or Nanguaya, Christopher Press. You know what I'm saying? Salerno 43, a Mark Simonich game. Playthrough turn 4, Diagonal Moves. That is the channel that you can watch this video on. The Board Game Chronicles has 2 videos this week. Number 6, Naval Guadalcanal from the Pacific War Battles, and Falling Sky Scenario Analysis. Holy moly. We're getting into deep. Kings and Generals, 3 videos, great channel. 2.93 million subscribers. Dunbar 1650, Cromwell in Ireland and Scotland. Also, a Sananada campaign. You try to say that. Sananada campaign. Pacific War number 59. I'm getting a text here. What the hell does he want? Oh, it's my daughter. Hold on. Hold on. Hey, what's up, Cece? You're at a hockey game? How did you get tickets to the hockey game? Oh, man. How did you get tickets like that? What? How did you get those tickets? Well, I want to be there too. Okay, look, call me tomorrow. Bye. That was my daughter, man. I'm gonna leave this on for what the hell is for entertainment value. That was my daughter. She's at a hockey game. She is sitting front row behind the goaltender at a Montreal Canadiens hockey game. You know, I didn't have friends like that. I did have a friend, but I'm not gonna talk about that because it concerns my ex-wife, who is Cece's mom. But anyways, also, How Ukraine Changed the Power Balance in the Black Sea. It's a documentary on kings and generals, if we have forgotten about what we were talking about.
This week on Seek Out and Play, we go back to the basics to ask the question, what is wargaming? The video is not meant to be the final word on the meaning of wargaming. Rather, it is a personal essay about what wargaming is about, the goals it attempts to achieve, and the experience that is gained from playing wargames. This is the first of a monthly series of personal essays that explores the parameters of wargames, from general topics to videos that focus on a single wargame and its meaning. Check out other videos about wargames each week on Seek Out and Play, and I will see you next Wednesday.
On Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials, 2 videos out, one on Command and Colors Ancients 616 Munitia. I hope I said that right. Plus Grant Takes Command 2, scenario number 2. Grant crosses the Rapidan. And he says here it's a rematch or something. But, yeah. Love that artwork. Love that artwork. Castle Archon, 2 videos. Combat Infantry, East Front. I got it. I got the game. I got the game. Yeah. Did I ever play it? Not yet, but I will. And a review of Sword Quest on Castle Archon. Hex to Hex, 1 video out, A Fearful Slaughter, LOB. What does LOB stand for? Part 1. Line of Battle? LOB. I don't know it. But anyways. Someone's trying to get in touch with me. I can't do it right now. So I shall continue. Back to the Table has 1 video out. Welcome back to the Table with Stack of Games 14. Christmas edition on Back to the Table. Plus, Wojennik TV, for our Polish viewers, has 3 videos out. 3 of them are in... 2 of them are in Polish, 1 of them is in English, and it's Krita, 1941. The English one, the Polish ones, I can't make it out. It's a difficult language for me to decipher. So, our Polish viewers, have fun. Bobby of KilRoyWasHere has 4 videos out. Kilroy's Key 3 Game of 2022 on his New to Me on New Year's Day. Plus, unboxing and Happy New Year. He's unboxing Charioteer by Matt Culkins, which I interviewed. Check out the interview. The guy's a nice guy. Also, Twilight Struggle Red Sea Conflict in the Horn of Africa. This is a GIMPY game, GMT game, obviously. And Coffee with KilRoy, my favorite segment with KilRoy. And Coral Sea Solitaire by Worthington Publishing. Bloody hell. Those are all fun games, man. What can I say? What can I say? Wise Guy History, Crossing the Line, a review. 1 video on Wise Guy History. He's slacking off. The man who goes by the name of Jeff has 2 videos. GamesCon, GamesCon 2022 wrap up and an overview of games played. I like that, GamesCon. Plus Frosthaven playthrough scenario 2 part 1. Stephen Dolges has 1 video. Welcome back, Stephen. It's been a while. 2023, he calls it. Stephen Dolges. Tony of Tony's Board Life, the professor himself, a 2022 year in review. And 2023 upcoming. Check out Tony. Give you his insights of what lottery to play in 2023. Dad vs. Son is slacking off with only 4 videos this week. He plays Combat with Dad's Delinquents, and it's Mission 9, which is called Attack, and Mission 19, or 1.9 here, 19 Attack and Attack. Dad vs. Son, ladies and gentlemen. Rough Swordsman Wargamer, that cuddly guy. Halls of Hegra from Tompet Games, not Trumpet Games, Tompet Games. Playthrough Part 3, plus a Open the Book Historic Wings Tally-ho! Look through an overview. This is a solitaire air war game from Historic Wings. And Thomas Van Hare. On Little Wars TV channel, inside Alan Perry's epic game room. God, that's gotta be fun. One of my friends, actually, he's become a good friend of mine. He's my plumber, electrician, all kinds. Young guy. He used to be a mechanic for Formula One. I forget what team. It wasn't a Ferrari team, but it was an Italian team. No, it must have been the Ferrari team. When he was 16 years old, he was very talented and very privileged to be there. Met Schumacher and all kinds of Machers, you know what I mean? And this guy knows how to fix things, trust me. He fixed my John Deere lawnmower, and nobody could fix it. He fixes it, like this. Anyways, what am I talking about? Oh yeah, one of his friends had a whole basement, not a room, a whole basement dedicated to Formula One race carring, those little race car tracks, and they used to bet and have a great time. And he's been out of touch with that guy, but I would love to have an evening of that. Lots of fun. You know, if I don't have that, I got GMT's Holger game. Was it Mark Holger? Jeff Holger. It's a Formula One game. Fun game. Enough of me rambling here. What am I at? Yeah. Liz Davidson of Beyond Solitaire, 2 videos out, 2022 look back, plus top 5 games, and a gate review. Love that artwork. Jan Heinemann Let's Play History has 8 videos out, 8 videos that I could fit in this little segment here, and it's for our German viewers. There's a lot of German stuff here, and he plays Vampire, 3 videos on Vampire, and Suzerain, or a Suzerain, also Tales of Iron, and Flashpoint campaigns, Southern Storm, and he's really into this vampire stuff. I gotta see it because it's creepy. I like creepy. The Hugh Hefner of war games. Wardy Road plays World War II. Panzer Battle State Farm 79 Turn 2. This is a playthrough, I guess. And also 2023 Planes and Holiday Halls. Or Hall. Plans! 2023 Plans and Holiday Halls. God, I gotta get my act together with words. The Professor Riccardo Mazzini has 1 video out, and it's a Warlog Live. Tonight they play Ave, or Awe Kaiser, which people say Ave Caesar, but it's not. And it's an Italian for Italian viewers. This is a multinational, international channel. I love that. I welcome everybody. Mauro Faina! Talking about Italians, a tribute to Bitter Woods, Compass Games Designer Edition. Mauro Faina, an Italian guy, doing this in English. And also another English show from Mauro Faina. The Battle of Sengoku Jidai. An intro. Mauro Faina. The Discriminating Gamer has 2 videos out. V-Sabotage, Ghost, and Miniature Pack. That means that my Kickstarter of probably 2 years ago is coming in. And it's these guys there. It's Triton Noir from Montreal. Christ, I gotta wait 2 years for a game that's made in Montreal. This here, you know what? A lot of fun. Fun like David Thompson's Undaunted Normandy. Same type of feel. This, instead of it being attack your enemy. It's more of a stealth game, so more of the, what can I say, like a Metal Gear Solid thing, and not easy game. You can make it easier if you want, but the alarms go off and it's mayhem, and there's a lot of Germans that come at you, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of Uwe Eicherts type guy, you know, real German, blue eyes, blonde hair, tough, fit. You don't want to mess with that. Going back to the Discriminating Gamer, also Cody's top 10 18th century games. Cody of the Discriminating Gamer. War Game Ramble, one video. Hill of Doves, the first Anglo-Boer War, 1880 to 1881. And the man who calls himself Calandale, famously known as Calandale, Enrico Viglino, doesn't talk much this week. One video. The Conquistadors, number 5. The chief of bonding with board games and RPGs has 3 videos. He's unboxing Charioteer, Race for Glory, designed by Matt Calkins. Also, Date Night, Blade Runner, the role-playing game Free League. And unboxing Coriolis plus expansion books. Coriolis. Sounds Greek to me. Because it probably is! Gilbert Collins, my paisan from down south. Tragic failure, the campaigns of Marlborough. He failed because he used to smoke. Also, a brief look at No Peace Without Spain, Compass Games, and Frederick from Histo Games, 11 years later, 300th anniversary edition on Gilbert Collins. GIMPY of the GIMPY Gamer, 2 videos this week. Downfall of the Third Reich, an overview. This is a, I don't know, looks like it's not a Compass game, but yeah. And a Mark Walker game RPG called The Long Road Solo, Part 1.
Howdy to all you folks watching Damped and Caldy's No Enemies Here. This is Meandering Mike doing my weekly channel update. I had 8 videos this week. I'll try to go through them quickly, not too much detail, I hope. Unboxing of Orbal from Harn. Harn is a role-playing game system and setting from Columbia Games. Check that out there if you're interested in that role-playing title. I also did an unboxing up here over a little bit. That is HEXES Waterloo 1815 Fallen Eagles. This is a re-release, and I explain why I bought this, given that I already had a copy of the first edition. There's a little bit of a surprise reveal there. If you're interested in that, check that out. I did some playthroughs. I did first a review overall of the States of Siege games that I have, sort of called Bird's Eye View. I actually found a couple more in my collection there, so I'll cover those later. I did 2 playthroughs of Israeli Independence, which is the first States of Siege game, considered game number 0, because then they started doing a actual States of Siege series, and this game was not number 1, so call it number 0. Did 2 of those. I'll be doing more coverage of States of Siege games on my channel as time goes by. I did a giveaway for New Year's. On New Year's Day, there was 3 prize winners there. Barbarossa, Brigade Center was chosen, and we had Atlantis was chosen, and we ended up having a little churn on who was going to take the third title. A couple people decided, and I chose some alternates, and eventually we gave away Warp's Edge there. So we did finally eventually give away 3 games. We're almost approaching 300 subscribers, so I'll probably do a giveaway once we get to 300. Maybe I'll start a little bit before. I'm not sure. I did a special over here live stream. Thanks, talking about live stream game communities. Special shout out to ARDWULF. Got a free game from Mo over on the Whiskey Charlie group, and talked about a number of different ones like the War Room and the Chronicles of Not Jay, new one I'm following. So I'm trying to collect nice live streams that are good, entertaining, and have a nice sense of community. So go ahead and check that out, and especially my thanks there to ARDWULF. Last thing here is my 2023 plans for following my challenge 10 games on the list. That's the War Room special event. Make sure you guys check out their event happening. They're going to talk about it. Well, the event starts on officially on January 14th. That's 2 Saturdays from now. You have to, if you're going to participate, you have to commit your list. By then, you can commit beforehand. And if you play the 10 games according to the rules, you can win a free game. So check out their Facebook group, Tack Up Wargaming, and they also have a Consim World group. So you can also find the details in the last couple of live streams there, the live streams on ID Jester's channel. And I also talk about, so my list of 10 games for the years I'm going to do, plus my plans for the channel to do additional content around those games. And yes indeed, I'm going to play Campaign for North Africa with a twist. So go ahead and take a look at that if you're interested to see that. That's my update for the week. So I'm sending it back to you, Dan, and all you good folks at No Minis Here. Ciao.
Another freaking week, another freaking show. Thanks for watching. I put a lot of energy into this, as you can tell. A little bit exhausted at this time. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe. If you can, please donate to this channel. It's great. It helps me out in all sort of technical ways, you know what I'm saying? Also, I'd like to thank my supporters, obviously. You know, they keep me going. Next week, we're probably going to have either Uva or Jess on everything you wanted to know about war games, but we're afraid to ask. And it might also go on to the week after that, because next week it's on Artie's channel, and the week after that is on my channel. With that said, Happy New Year again, and excuse me, and congratulations again to Fred Servat of HOLLANDSPIELE for being voted the No Enemies Here Grognard of the Year. You know what? It's a little thing. It just tells you that you're appreciated. Wear that badge with kindness and with avec fierté, mon jeune homme, avec fierté. That with pride, because you know what, people like you, man. I mean, they're telling you we like you, and you should be proud of that. No matter who it is, you know. Hey, I like you. Be proud. You're a good person. And Fred, yes, we will be doing the Ace of Aces thing. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. We're gonna be talking. I'm gonna be calling you, and we're gonna be making a video series of this. I wanna do it. We don't know what might come out of this. We might, you know, graduate to Down in Flames. Who knows? Lots of editing to do, lots of music to do, a lot of fun to be had, and that's what we want to do, is have fun. And Fred, we gotta keep it nice and tight. Man, if we can do videos of 15 minutes, that would be incredible. Maybe I'm overshooting the time here, but 15 minutes sounds fast foodish, which this is the world we live in. So with that said, have a happy new year. Be nice to everybody. Be nice to yourself, firstly and foremost. All right? Because, God, are we mean to ourselves? We're so critical of ourselves. It's stupid. Seriously, just be kind to yourself. Treat yourself like you would treat a stranger asking for directions or something. You know what I mean? Think about it. So, be good, and hasta la vista, baby.